From Wall Street to the White House, this is the Larry Kudlow Show.
Monica Crowley, who was a strong, independent, intelligent woman who worked with President Trump as the Assistant Secretary of the Treasury and has written books, articles. She's a TV star. Podcast, the Monica Crowley podcast. She's with us right here. Monica, love, quote, "You never see Trump around strong, intelligent women, ever," says Mark Cuban, surrogate for Kamala Harris. What a lot of bunk. I mean, I just had a partial list. Sarah Sanders, Susie Wiles, Kellyanne Conway, Kayleigh McEnany, Monica Crowley, Brooke Rollins, Mercy Schlapp. I mean, what kind of crap is that?
Well, good morning to you, Larry, and thank you so much for having me. Yeah, I mean, of all things to go after President Trump for, to attack him for not having strong, intelligent women around him, let me tell you something, and you've been around Donald Trump for a long time, even before he entered politics 9 years ago. He has always been surrounded by strong, intelligent women, starting with his mother, whom he adored, who is incredibly strong. He has very strong, accomplished sisters. He's got strong, accomplished daughters, of whom he is incredibly proud. And then the Trump Organization, and then later his first term as president, his entire orbit has been dominated by strong, accomplished, intelligent women. So Mark Cuban may be a billionaire, but that doesn't make him either strong or intelligent, Larry.
You know, in the West Wing of the White House, across the hall from me was Ivanka. All right, Ivanka Trump, married to Jared Kushner. I would say she's a strong, independent woman. Now, wait a minute. Catty-cornered across the hallway up on the second floor, Kellyanne Conway, who ran the campaign in 2016. Now, hang on a second, Monica. This campaign, which some people say is the best one, is run by, wait for it, Susie Wiles, a strong, independent woman. I mean, it's just insane that he would make that point.
It was so dopey, Larry. I don't know what he was thinking of. I mean, look, there is a gender gap, and the gender gap is real. And Kamala Harris, actually, you know, women are sort of the last group that she really needs to worry about, right? So I don't know. I don't know what Mark Cuban was thinking, but I will tell you this. This strong, intelligent woman has supported President Trump literally from day one, June of 2015. Because, Larry, I want a robust economy, low inflation, cheap gas, an enforced border, law and order, and peace through strength. And, Mark Cuban, if you were strong and intelligent, you would want those things for America, too. So stop the bullying, Mark, and vote for Trump. We know that you want to, and we won't tell.
Okay, you're a surrogate and you're out there campaigning. And I just wonder, in the last few days, does a remark like that have any impact on the women's vote?
Well, I think it could have some impact on the margins. I think something like 65 million people have already voted, Larry.
Oh.
So a lot of these votes are already in the can. And we on the Trump campaign really wanted people to early vote as much as possible because, number one, you have no idea what could intervene on Election Day. You could get sick. You could have a family member ill, God forbid. We saw what happened in Arizona in 2022, where the election machines went down on Election Day in red areas. And you also don't want the Trump campaign that has limited time and resources using that energy to chase down your vote. We want them to redirect those energies into chasing low propensity voters. So we were encouraging a lot of people to early vote. And it looks like, especially in the swing states, our voters have in fact been doing that. So that's very positive. I think a remark like this, the reason it's important, Larry, is because it dovetails with what the ruling class on the left actually does think about Trump voters and the average hardworking American. This goes back to Barack Obama talking about bitter clingers, Hillary talking about deplorables being irredeemable. Kamala Harris referring to us as Nazis, Joe Biden talking about us as garbage, and now you got Mark Cuban saying we're dumb and weak as women, right? If we're supporting Donald Trump. So it's all of a piece, and I think his remark simply reinforces what the ruling class actually thinks about us, and it actually could motivate not just women, but men who love them as well to come out and vote for Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean, I think in some general sense, it will annoy or anger a bunch of people. They've heard the Hitler charge, the fascist charge, the garbage charge, you're right, the Nazi charge. They know it's not true. They remember that Biden's Justice Department weaponized against Trump, tried to throw him in jail for 700 years. It just might make some people, men or women, angry. Say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to go and vote for this guy. It's time for a change. I don't want another second term of, Biden and Harris. I just wonder, there's always that possibility in some of these swing states that are so razor close. Monica, are you campaigning this weekend? Are you out and about?
I am probably going to go into Pennsylvania tomorrow. Last week, I was in Pennsylvania for about 4.5 days on the Trump campaign bus tour, Larry, and we crisscrossed the state from Philadelphia, moving west to Pittsburgh. And it was an extraordinary week because we did 3 mini rallies a day. I was joined by other MAGA superstars like Kristi Noem, Dave Bossie, Corey Lewandowski, Byron Donalds, Pam Bondi. We had Matt Whitaker. We had a fantastic time. And I have to report that the energy on the ground for Donald Trump and J.D. Vance is off the charts. And the 2 top issues, Larry, are the state of the economy, which has been an absolute catastrophe under Biden-Harris. We just got these jobs numbers. I mean, abysmal 12,000 jobs created, and then massive revisions that we have seen over the last nearly 4 years. So, there's some speculation that they've been goosing these numbers the entire time to make the economy look better than it is. But you know what we heard, Larry, at every stop? We heard people's lived experience with this Biden-Harris economy, with record high inflation over the last 40 years, energy and gas prices sky high. People have come up to us on the road, Larry, and said, look, I've had to choose between groceries and medicine some weeks. So their lived experience is not what the official numbers have been telling them. They know that they've been lied to. They want a closed border. They want law and order. They want peace through strength, all of these things. So the energy across Pennsylvania. And last weekend, Larry, I was also in North Carolina with Bobby Kennedy and Tulsi Gabbard as well. And we did a massive Reclaim America event there. The energy in these swing states is totally positive for Trump and Vance. And it's just a question of getting everybody to the polls at this point. This is a get out the vote operation now. If you haven't voted early, go on Election Day. We need to swamp the vote.
Terrific. Monica Crowley, thank you so much. Former Assistant Secretary of Public Affairs at the U.S. Treasury, host of the Monica Crowley podcast. And guess what? A strong, intelligent woman. There you go. Thanks, Monica. Folks, we'll take a quick break and we'll do some stock market work on the other side. I'm Kudlow. Please stick around.
Larry Kudlow.